The representatives of Ukraine, the OSCE, and Russia are meeting to discuss prisoner exchange and implementing a lasting ceasefire in the Donbas as part of the Trilateral Contact Group. The meeting in Minsk is first of its kind after the Normandy Format summit in Paris. The talks will also focus on selecting 3 new sections for the disengagement of forces along the contact line. Our correspondent, Yulia Bashko, is in Minsk now. Hello, Yulia. Can you give us an update of what's going on there?
Hello, Jason. The sides will discuss several main issues. Representatives of all 4 subgroups, economic, political, humanitarian and security, started gathering early this morning. There is a lot of work to be done. The political subgroup is planning to develop a mechanism for updating the Minsk agreements. Among other things, they will discuss the possibility of what they call upgrading some points. For example, they want to change the point on elections in the occupied territories. First, the regions must be returned to Ukrainian government control, and after that, elections can be held there. Let's listen more.
Там як мінімум пропущені вже багато термінів, які вказані.
Many of the defined terms are missing. They are no longer relevant, to say the least. They need to be reviewed and updated. The platform for the Minsk agreements will remain, but some parts are no longer possible. They're not realistic. They need to be discussed in dialogues and negotiations. I call this an upgrade.
The humanitarian subgroup will discuss and compare the lists of Ukrainians who are legally held in the occupied territory. A massive prisoner exchange between Ukraine and Russia is planned by the end of this year. However, the final number of prisoners is yet to be determined. For the first time, the International Red Cross Committee may soon gain access to the places where these people are held and possibly identify new people out of those who were considered misses. The topic will also be discussed today. The sides are also planning to decide on the date for the full and sustainable ceasefire. Let's listen more.
The main topics for today, you could say, there are instructions which we receive from the Normandy Format. First of all is the ceasefire, and of course the prisoner exchange. Of course the new crossing points, it's also important, and the disengagement of forces and equipment.
And it's very important that is the last time that OSCE Special Representative Martin Saidik is taking part in the Trilateral Contact Group meeting. He will present a new diplomat who will replace him at this position. Her name is Helgi Grau. Dozens of journalists who are now gathered at the President Hotel are looking forward to the outcome of the negotiations. That's all I have for now. Back to you, Jason.
Thank you, Yulia. That was our correspondent, Yulia Bashko, reporting live from Minsk, where the Trilateral Contact Group is discussing the ceasefire in the Donbas and prisoner exchange between Ukraine and Russia.